Hey everybody, how's it going? We all know what time it is. It's time for Syntax Live. I'd make that a little more uppity, but honestly, I am so damn tired, folks. Right now, I'm amazed I'm still awake. Haven't been sleeping all that good, and everything's been going crazy over here to the point where I was trying to get something written today. I got a grand total of 1 page and change done, and that's all the time I've had for today. Unfortunately, that means that nothing's going to come out tonight. However, because I'm going to be restricted to one location tomorrow. Car's got to get worked on. Then I'll be able to just knock stuff out, and I can get this next chapter done, and hopefully I can get actually 2 done. That'd be really nice. But it does take a long time. Now, I will say this. I hope you guys are enjoying the new story that's coming out. I really want to knock that out, and I was really hoping it would be a little shorter than it is so I could get working on other stuff. But, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, and I can't change that for what it is. You got time to do something, you got time to do something. So, and because there hasn't been a lot coming out this week, then I haven't been able to get a lot in the ways of comments. However, I will say that a lot of you have realized that this new series that just came out had very little to do with the actual humans are the real, kung fu legends. I mean, I think we should change it from humans are space orcs to humans are the Xeno version of Chuck Norris. We grow a beard, a fist pops out of it. Anyways, but yeah, I wanted to actually deviate a little bit because I was getting a lot of comments on how I was getting a lot of overlap in the stories because everything was very similar. And I want to change things up, have more of an intrigue type story. I hope you guys enjoy that type. So far, the view count hasn't been all that great, but it is what it is. You get the good with the bad. And I still appreciate everybody being in with me through this whole trip. Now, I will say this, even though the weather around here is just beyond screwed up, syrup season ended early, so I'm done with that. The only thing left is cleanup, and I've got stuff literally out in the rain specifically to get hosed off. And so I don't have to worry about that, which means I can finally start working on all the items that you guys want. And I have my pad here for the live. It's got all the stuff you guys send me. Yes, I do keep these. I do hold on to this, So if you have any other suggestions, anything you want to see, by all means, put that in the chats. I will immediately get to it. And, well, as soon as this story is over, which unfortunately has at least 4 chapters to go, I don't do a lot of intrigue stories, so it's a little more difficult for me to do that. I don't sit there and watch, CSI and Monk and all those other stuff that, everything has to overlap and go and then spin into a knot. Eventually, yes, it does make sense. Now, I will have to say this. A few people were a little thrown by the previous story where I had one chapter where things didn't move. It was exposition. There's a big reason for that is because I was losing people. People in the comment section were like, I don't understand this. Why did this happen? Maybe I didn't explain it here. So I had to do that to make sure everything was good. So I appreciate everybody who gave me the comments, makes my stuff better. And we're going to go on. I really don't have much in the way of notes tonight. So I'm going to go straight into the chats. And I see a bunch of familiar faces here. I see the big man Hamish is here. I see Mike is here. I see War Sniper. Hopefully he doesn't have a beat on me. The man with the total rage is here. And we got a demon that kind of floated in here too. So we got all our normal faces here, and I do appreciate y'all showing up. Just don't, like I said, I don't have any notes really. So we're going to go through the chats, and if you guys, again, have any comments, questions, concerns, complaints, put them in there. I will address them. This is the time. This is the time where you help me out and you decide what gets done. Okay. Hamish is saying hi, and Mike says, your latest story sounds like The Dark Crystal. Honestly, when I was a kid, I hated that movie. Honestly, I was a little insectophobic and watching giant insects that are 12 feet tall skitter about, scared the living shit out of me. So unfortunately, I don't think I actually sat through that whole thing. So if it was somewhere stuck inside my brain pan somewhere, I don't know. I just don't remember it at all. I will say, expect a few more twists where you go, I saw that coming, I didn't see that coming, and what the fuck is that? It's kind of the point of the story. So let's see. Hamish says, the longer the story, the more I love it. Well, I hope you do, because it got there. Let's see. War Sniper says, why is the story similar to Elevator Slime? It's not as similar as you think. Now, I can see where there are similarities. The fact that both creatures are gelatinous, at least based. Now, the thing is, if you have a gelatinous creature, it's going to consume things a different way. The elevator slime was actually supposed to be commissioned work, and the jerk didn't pay me for it. So I just decided, screw it, I'm going to finish it. And that's what it came out to. But this one, they're not the same creature. Okay. Elevator slime things were hidden, and a lot of people took advantage of it. Are there going to be some similarities? Yeah, because we're humans. Unless we were doing two completely different species, there's going to be a little bit of crossover. But as far as the glomtics in this current story, just remember they're gelatinous, but more like a jellyfish. They can morph their bodies a little bit, same like we can stretch our skin a little bit, but everything goes back to its base. And that's kind of the point, is they don't really change. Their base will only change under certain conditions. Now, I don't want to get too much into that, because more that's going to be explained in the upcoming chapters. But the elevator slime was a complete bundle of ooze until it decided specifically that it would put itself into a human form. But that was not its base form. Its base form was what looks like a pile of puke, multicolored puke on the ground, but a lot of it. So that's the main difference between those two species. There's also, again, the difference between out in the open, and elevator slime was very hidden because they didn't know what the hell they were working with. And then once they figured it out, they're like, well, I want to have this. They started acting like rich people. I want this for myself, and to hell with the rest of the world. So there's the main difference for that. Greetings, life form, says the man with rage in his heart. Somebody's got to get this man a red ring. Okay, Fabian says, you put out what you can. We're happy that okay. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Wants to read. Oh, shit. Okay, I got to cut you off on this next one, because Hamish threw in $100 super chat up there. $100 New Zealand. And I appreciate every little bit, Hamish. I really do. And everybody else out there, just by clicking the like and putting the comments in is helping me out, especially when I'm not able to put out content like I have over the past month. So on to said super chat, which is on this side of my screen. I don't know which side it's on for you guys. He says, hey, Cine, good to go. I'll pop on and off when I can. Work is busy and got to work. Here's something to help you. And your stories are doing super well. And okay, man, I think I mispronounced that. If you're super well, and it's on you if you miss some days. We all understand, brother. Also say hi to Ava if she shows up. I didn't see Ava. I was gonna say hi to Ava. Yeah. I guess you'd say she's the blue lion of this group. We don't get a lot of women in the chat. So yeah. We will. Everybody, when Ava jumps in, if she does, while we're still on, definitely say hi. Amish, you are awesome. Thank you very much. And yes, I will do what I can to get all the best stuff out for you. I just don't want to have, like I did about 3 or 4. Actually, no, it was about a week ago. I got about 2 pages in, and I literally ripped it out of one of these right here. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds terrible. I'm not going to give you guys a load of crap. If I want to give you, seriously, if you guys want crap, you just have to watch the news, and they'll give you plenty of loads of crap. Doesn't matter where in the country, where in the world you are, the local news is going to just feed you crap. They're going to treat you like a mushroom, keep you in the dark, and feed you crap. So, thank you again, Hamish. I'm going to be going up to these again. I don't know where I was, so I'm just going to go here where our spectral person is, Demon, with, man, I'm so tired of the rain. One of the cons of working outside. Hello, Sin, and everybody in the chat. Everybody's, I'm sure they are right there saying hi, Demon. And maybe I'll do some more demonic stories, but honestly, I don't do a lot of horror much anymore. A little bit of gore, but that's about as much as I touch on it. Fabian says, we're here today, just missed last 2 weeks. Hey, at least you're here. War Sniper says, surprise. Was that supposed to be surprise? Right between the eyes. Why do you think the snipers always have the watch turned the other way around so they know what to put on the death certificate, the exact time of death? Actually, it's for the glare off the watch crystal, but yeah. I know a couple of scouts, they still wear their stuff backwards. And for those who don't know, if you actually watch the John Wick movies, when he gears up, you actually see he starts wearing his watch backwards for that specific reason, which I think was a really nice touch. I don't know who the hell said that, whether it was one of the folks he was working with or Mr. Reeves thought that up, but it was a really nice touch. Fabian says, please no gaming stuff tonight. I'm not going to game anything. Honestly, I was looking into having syntactic. It was going to be kind of rip on the name, syntactics, as in, you know what? It was terrible. But I was thinking about actually doing some gaming stuff, but again, I just don't have time. I looked it up how to record everything and how to set it up, at least about 50%. And then I'm like, I got to watch this, but then I get pulled off to the other side. It is what it is. So we're not going to get into gaming. Let's see. Fabian says, he loved Dark Crystal. I saw like the very beginning and the very end. I didn't see the center of it. All I know is you got some long neck people and some, I don't know, some bug type folks. I don't know. Let's see. Fabian says, I'm liking the story. I'm guessing the aliens morph to the locals. You're going to have to listen and find out. There's a lot to it, actually. There's more than I've let on right now. Rage says the red ring is on Black Order. Just don't put the whole oath in the chat. That would be funny. Oh, Jan's here, says good morning. Good morning there, Jan. Where I am, it's actually good night. I would honestly, if I wasn't here, I'd be looking at that bed going, I really want to close my eyes and stay there for 12 hours. I've gotten about 3 hours of sleep every night for the past few nights, and I keep waking up. It's terrible. I'm about ready to go to the doctor because melatonin don't work, and neither does vodka. And I don't want to try tequila. I know that'll knock me out, but I'll wake up feeling so bad and I won't be writing anything. Hamish says he's no, don't worry about it, Hamish. Don't worry about it. Ava. Oh, Ava's here. Cool. She's awake. Ava's here. Hi, Ava. Let's see. Wild Ava has appeared. How is Malavian Creek. Okay. I'm not sure where that is. Okay. Let's see. These guys are chatting back and forth. Let's see. Ava said, hey, Sin, Demon tell you a story of why you don't aim friendly fire at me? No, actually he didn't. And not that I remember. I remember we went back and forth a little bit. Again, I'm a little off as I'm not even drinking soda tonight. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm a little off. All I know is friendly fire isn't, suppressive fire won't, and if the enemy's in range, so are you. Murphy's Law. Demon says, that was funny, but I just don't have the most. Okay, yeah, you guys got to you guys got to shoot around a little bit. I was going to actually join you guys on Discord on Friday, and everything went bad. I was amazed I got anything done on the computer. Actually, I don't think I turned this thing on more than once, or sat in front of it, I should say, more than once that day. It was yikes. All right. War Sniper says, take your time. I have it. I also extremely busy with my online education. Yeah, I've done that. I hope you get better instructors than I got. I will say this right now. I got totally screwed big time, because when they sent me the books, they sent me the wrong damn books. And then they're like, well, you have to come in and change it. I'm like, I'm on the other side of the fucking country, people. Well, then you're going to have to withdraw. Chances for withdrawal was last week. I can't withdraw anymore. So you're just going to fail me just because you guys want to be jackoffs? At that point, they can lick my left nut. But honestly, I hope that goes well for you, Sniper. I know it can be daunting. I hope you're going for something you can actually use. Used to say this, especially when I was a recruiter, to the future soldiers all the time. It's like, if you're going for some sort of education or some sort of MOS, you need to do your research and find out how much it pays. There's a really good book from Aaron Clary called Worthless, and he actually goes over a lot of those degrees. I just don't want to see anybody fall into the trap. Okay, that's a bear trap that's set up at balls level, and it will snap on them. Trust me. It's one of the biggest mistakes I ever did was actually going to college straight out of high school. That was stupid. Oh, you got to go out and have fun. Yeah, no, not when you're going for environmental resources and stuff like that. If I wanted green energies, I should have gone into engineering. So, yeah. Let's see. Malevolent Creek is a planet that is like Vietnam. Oh, hell. So there's absolutely nothing to survive on. You're basically groveling out there. If you don't bring any type of farming implements, you're pretty much dead. I've seen plenty of survival shows that go into Vietnam, and they just, yeah, it's horrible over there. Rage says, danger close, fire for effect. Yeah. For those that don't know, which I'm pretty sure everybody on the stream knows, but just to let you know, what he was talking about is danger close means the artillery has a chance of actually hitting you, either the actual artillery or the blast wave that comes off it. Fire for effect is once you have it on target, you tell every single weapon that's aimed in that direction to fire. And if you got mortars, it's usually 4 of them, and you share doop, 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 doop. And they'll usually fire 3 rounds apiece. Depending on how much ammo you have, you might get 4, and they will just really, really, really hurt you. That's why I used it in the second one for, the humans are quiet. They're just too quiet. It's turned out to be a 3-parter. I didn't expect it to even pass 1, but it went over well. Anyways, but yeah, fire for effect. You get somebody firing for effect on you, you might as well find the deepest hole you can and start crawling into it and start digging as deep as you can. Ava will drop on you. Oh, Ava's doing a death from above. Oh, Ava here threw in her own super sticker, actually, with $2. She didn't put anything in, but Ava, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. And while she's dropping $2 New Zealand, she's apparently dropping on people's head, making them go squeesh. I have someone to guide me every day. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. Ava said, okay, Demon sprayed a bunch of bugs. I got caught in the spray, and then he recalled me in, and I squished them and dropped a pot. Snipe them with a pot. Okay. Oh, so you guys can actually do that in that game. Okay. Very interesting. Jen says, did you look to see Astartes? I saw part of it. I did actually start looking into it. There's a lot to that. There is a lot. again, I'm not a huge Warhammer guy, and I haven't really had a lot of time, but I did see it, at least most of it. There's so much with that title too. There's a lot of fan content. Some of it's almost as good as the actual Blizzard stuff, which I thought was really good. But yeah, I saw it. It looks really cool. I'd use something better than just a bolter. If I was going to take out that many people, I'd want a flamethrower or something. Because as you know, nothing says you might want to give up than having a whole bunch of flame just ready to throw at them. We used to call it sticky jelly or jungle juice or stuff like that. Let's see. Fabian says, I have 3 to 4 hours sleep. It's too many things in my mind. It helps to have someone to talk to. It helps with sleeping. I know, yeah, been there, done that, Fabian, but I was a depressant when I was about 6 or 7, and it's not fun. I don't wish that on anybody. And all I can say with depression is when it starts to hit, go out and do something. Go to the gym. Go build something. Go do anything. Don't let it trigger, because just like any other addiction, if you know when the trigger is, you realize it's happening, and you can get ahead of everything else that falls behind that. And it does it helped me a lot. Let's see. Well, quitting smoking was easy. I just quit after I got the shakes real bad. But getting off a lot of other stuff, yeah, it works. Let's see. Ava says, Demon found out with an ass landing on you from orbit and getting crushed feels like. Yeah, I don't think he felt much of it. What's the last thing that went through his brain? Your foot, apparently. Let's see. Fabian's calling out to everybody. Let's see. Ava, yep. Ava says, well, in terms of your 0-point energy generators, they don't work the way you describe. As 0-point energy refers to the absolute absence of any energy on the quantum level as zero. Yes, that is true. But on that level, there is the flux field. That's what happens when you actually, as most people would understand, is divide by zero. The quantum flux field is what you're actually after. When you get down to the absence of energy, there's actually when they look at it honestly, it looks like fog to me. And that's what you're trying to harvest from. That's where you're at the 0 point and you're harvesting energy around there. That's where that comes from. Now, I can't do the math like some people can. Okay. It's not in me anymore. I've been cracked in the cranium way too many times. However, 0-point energy has been a thing. Actually, the first person to look into it was Einstein himself, and then Tesla. He looked into it. He was just absolutely amazed by it. And the thing is, everything was at that point conjecture, but the math worked out. Now they could actually work the math and prove their point. I personally need something beyond electron microscope to actually know what the hell I'm talking about. So, but yeah, it's the actual, when I call it 0 point, I'm not actually talking about the 0 point of energy itself. I'm actually talking about the quantum flux field that you find there. So anyway, yeah, Jan's talking about the art of war. Yeah, the art of war. When you're out, drop a pot on someone's head. That's what you do. Ava says, good news, 0-point energy gens as storytelling device. Yeah, I mean, hell, just like dilithium crystals work as one as if you use it right, but I'm still leaning towards it. I just like the fact that when you talk to folks that are really in the know, I'm trying to remember exactly. I think it was Dr. Greer. Wow, it's just amazing. The kicker is, if you look at the exploded version of the reactor engine in BattleTech, it looks just like a 0-point generator. It is scary how similar those things look. It's just crazy, even though it's not really a reactor engine. which makes me laugh because then I was like, then how come my mech overheated and exploded? Yeah, I know. Stay off the gaming stuff. I know, but I'm just using it as a reference. Okay. Let's see. You're referring to is the virtual particles that a proton makes, more or less. I wish I could talk more physics, but right now my head is swimming from again lack of sleep, so that kind of sucks. There's nothing at zero. Well, that's actually the key. The weird thing is once you get down to the quantum level, zero doesn't quite mean zero. You know what? I can't really. Again, my brain won't actually put the words together to explain that. It's kind of weird how it works. I mean, things get a little. What's the really technical term when you get to that point? Oh yeah, it gets confusing as all hell. It took a physics professor a long time to explain a lot of this stuff to me, but when I got it, snapped in real easy. It's like anything. You get the basics. Stargate was the first thing I saw 0 point energy in sci-fi on TV. On TV, sure, but the first time they ever talked about 0 point energy in any media was, believe it or not, The Incredibles. With the guy's gloves, where he's tossing the guy around and he's using 0 point energy as a source of energy to create the bubble shield, whatever the hell we want to call that thing. I don't know of any device that can do exactly what in the hell that thing was doing, but yeah, that's when they talked about it. Now the kicker is a lot of the science fiction will always use real scientific terms so they can bring a little bit of validity in, but they never use it the way it's designed. It's 0 point energy it's weird. Okay. I don't know how else to say it. You adjust the frequency just the slightest little bit and you get something completely different than what you originally intended. It's just nuts. I just don't want it to create a singlet. Okay. If anybody knows what that would do when they actually turn on the Large Hadron Collider, you'd be glad we don't ever find one. We'd all be pretty much done in a matter of a minute or two from the other side of the world. Well, for some of you on your side of the world, but on the other side for me. So, anyways, I really wish I had a joke for you guys right now, but I really don't. I really wish I did. I wish I could send you guys off with something funny. Fabian's like, was it mentioned? Yeah, well, it was mentioned in The Incredibles. I don't know if it was mentioned anywhere else. I can leave you with this though. If any of you, grab your phones, okay? I want you to go on to the whatever search engine you use. Okay, I want you to look up O'Reilly Auto Parts. Okay, it's an American company, and some of you might know where this is going. Don't put it in the chat just yet. I want you, everybody else, just O'Reilly Auto Parts. Go in there, and on the top, it's going to have a search criteria for the model number. You don't have to put the number symbol, but I want you to put 121 Golf, as in 121G as the part number. Hit search, and I want you to see what's there. If I could pick one of these up in the store, I would just laugh my ass off. And right now, if you know what it was, go ahead and put in the chat here. And now the thing is, what they were talking about when you look at that part is pretty much what we were talking about before with the 0 point energy in the quantum flux field. Okay. Think about it. They were grabbing at straws at that point. And I'm actually waiting here to see who puts what in the comment section, see if you guys actually looked it up. It's the forces of the universe. Actually, yeah. And it's probably the only clean energy you're ever going to truly find. Give us the dirty one. All right. Apparently nobody actually looked it up. Okay. Part 121 golf is and yes, I do still do things phonetically. Sorry. 121G. Flywheel gear? No. 121. I'll give you a hint. Well, actually, screw it. I'm just going to show you. The hell with it. I'm going to put it in here. I'm just going in my search engine. Oh, somebody got it. Somebody got it. The rage, the man with extreme rage found it. He found it. He knows what it is. Yes, you can. It's on the website, folks. It's the flux capacitor. You need 1.21 gigawatts. What the hell is a gigawatt? Yeah. If I had the money to actually buy one, then or buy a DeLorean, I would buy one of these whatevers with the flashing lights, and I would have the whole inside set up. I'd keep the normal back end. I don't want to do that because honestly, the last time I seen somebody do all that craziness, somebody went up and defaced their vehicle, and that was just a bad thing. But anyway, I thought that'd be a nice one to end us on, folks, because again, I don't have a lot of notes. All I'm doing is reading the chats, and I wish I had something better for you. So just to sign off with the fact that, one, no, there's not going to be anything dropping tonight. I just didn't have the time to make it. Two, things are changing schedule-wise. I should be on an everyday schedule here very, very soon. Three, everybody who sent me a super chat, super sticker, no, you are the super ones, okay? I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody who sits and listens to my material, anybody who comes here and you guys watch me, send all these messages and all that. You guys are great. Oh, whoa, hold on. What? Oh, shit. What the hell is that? You know, I need a soundboard or something so I can do the whole, we're not worthy. Every time you guys do this, because Demon, you ethereal SOB, has put in a $50 super chat. And he says, just wanted to say, we all appreciate what you do. It doesn't matter if you load every day or once a week. And as for joining us for a match, we understand you're extremely busy, and it's the thought that counts. You have not done a story I don't like yet. Well, that's, and I will continue to do the best I can. Okay. If I do screw up, by all means, like I said before, put in the comment section of the video. I read the comment sections at least once a day, and you'll know because I always put a thumbs up unless it's someone trying to troll me. If they try to troll me, then I don't do anything. I just read it and I'm just like, okay, whatever. But that's what's going on. You guys have actually helped me become better. I appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you out there. So because of that, I want you to take heed to the safety brief every week, because guess what? I got a safety brief every week, and it's probably still the reason I'm still breathing. Okay? If you drink, you don't drive. If you drive, you don't drink. If your buddy wants to drink and drive, kick his fucking ass. Kick his nuts up into his jaw. I don't care. Just stop him from doing it. If you know somebody who's going to go out and have the crack, well, you better share. Bring it over here first. And if you're not going to share, then I'm going to be pissed. Just kidding. Don't do it. Also, if your little soldier's going in the bush, make sure he wears his poncho. Very important. You don't need to get messed up, folks. I want everybody here to be set up for success. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, please send them into the comment section. I just realized that's a lot of C's that I just spit out. Ugh, boy, my brain is cooked. Again, thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight on Syntax Live. But for right now, I unfortunately don't have anything else. Everybody, take care. This is Syntax punching out.